And I also had a little epiphany when I was watching it, um, that the 4 stages could represent the 4 quarters of the medicine wheel too. The egg being in the east, where, the vision inside of the egg, um, pure potential that we have in the east, the rising sun. We're not quite with our vision yet, but we're brave and we have our intention arrow and we're setting off on our journey like jumping mouse around the wheel. And then the south is, the caterpillar as caterpillaring around, feeding and nourishing and collecting its strength, its kapuri from, the fire of life. And then going into the west that looks within place is the cocoon stage. And then the north would be the realization of the new truth of the butterfly, who only lives for 2 weeks. Wow. I know I knew that information before, but I feel like I heard it differently this time around, like the preciousness of that. Um, and then lays her eggs before she dies to start the new circle again. So it's like this birth, death story again inside of this incredible metamorphosis. And yeah, to trust in that cocoon phase is what we're being asked to do. We're being asked to trust, to dissolve. Um, it's almost like the hangman in the tarot hanging upside down, for however many days, breaking the pattern of our old existence, um, going into the darkness and the stillness, and really learning perhaps in that stage about the the still heart, the part of us that is wanting to know more deeply about stillness and the point zero that I feel lives within our heart space. We have the emotional heart, which is very active and has memory of trauma, and it's very emotional and empathic. It's the feeling, sensing part of us, and it can be confusing because it can, get co-opted by codependence and cultural overlay of what the heart is supposed to be, right? It's a little more confusing than when I sense and feel and know into the still point, the point zero stillness of the heart, where like the cocoon, like the threshold, and it happens very quickly on the when our heart beats, but this dissolving of time before new time begins, right? And that's the essence of the threshold. It's still in its essence, even though things are dying, stuff hasn't quite been born yet. Maybe it's not still in its essence, but that's, I think, medicine that we learn inside of the threshold. Um, is literally not to thresh about too much, right? It's like, or fight it too much. I did hear another story about the caterpillar that it does resist that process. Although this one didn't look like it's in too much resistance, the one in this video, but and the purpose of resistance to actually strengthen the process, to have something to rub up against so that the new is actually born. I don't think we can avoid it anyway. I think we're in it. We're in this very, very unusual time on our planet, and our systems are tracking it as a threat a lot of the time because even though it's for our highest evolution, because it's so new and different, and there's this ego part of us that is invested in keeping things the same, it can't help but resist this fast moving transformational energy that's literally pouring in from every direction at the moment. The galactic dance is in full support of humanity having a successful metamorphosis. And what that is going to look like, we really don't know. It is in the mystery, and that's another big element of the threshold. It's, it's the mystery, it is the unknown, and the mind will seek to try to make a plan, get a strategy, how do we move through this? And it's really about listening to this deeper aspect of our heart wisdom, our heart memory within, maybe that's in a human, that's where our imaginal discs live inside of our heart memory. Um, and within the dissolving, we can find ways to be in right relationship with that sparking of light um, inside of our heart and know it, have the faith, like the faith that we cultivate in the South, know that that's what's happening, even though we can't see it really or feel it. Often, because the darkness can be a bit overwhelming, inside the cocoon, that's its purpose. Same way a snake goes blind when it sheds its skin. There's this liminal space between two states that seems true in nature quite a bit. Humans are not so good at that, though. So we're learning. We need to look to nature for guidance here and support. And butterfly is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful teacher of that.